let's get straight into the backstory of this series. The premise of this unique Football Manager save is to play through the managerial career of Michael Boomer, a former businessman from Boston, Lincolnshire. Through my extensive research, the town just happens to be the most pro-Brexit town in the UK, with 75% of the voters choosing to leave the EU back in 2016. Big Mike is very proud of his town's achievement, but wished the number of leavers was slightly closer to 100%. In the northwest of England, we have a struggling club that has been stuck in mediocrity for a long time, Burnley Football Club. After years in charge, Burnley has decided that Sean Dyche was not cut for the future to come and chose to part ways with him respectfully. Burnley have been looking for someone that has the potential to revolutionise world football as we see it today. The club has searched across the world for the right man and finally came across Mr. Boomer. He has been given a 1-year contract to incorporate his ideology in Burnley Football Club despite his lack of experience in football management. There are many things to tackle at the start of his save. Most importantly, we gotta get rid of all the deadwood in the team, aka all the players that are not English, Welsh, Scottish or Northern Irish. Johan Berg Gudmundsson, Chris Wood and Jeff Hendrick are all examples of what was wrong with Dyche's Burnley. They stole the spotlight from the true stars of the team, such as Ashley Barnes. They have no loyalty to the nation or the club they are at and act selfishly to their best interest. All of this is unacceptable during Boomer's reign, so we will not see any of the following players: Mate Vidra, Eric Peters, Johan Berg Gudmundsson, Chris Wood, Robbie Brady, Jeff Hendrick, Jimmy Dunn and Kevin Long. Hopefully we will be able to sell most of these players for market value to recruit ones that fulfill the required criteria to play for the better Burnley. Unfortunately, some of the names mentioned were surprised at the fact that I sent them to the under-23 squad. They felt unimpressed. Thankfully, none other than our club captain, Ben Mee, has come to the rescue. It's good to know that I have faith from the captain himself straight from the bat, especially one that is so influential on the others around us. Next, we need to investigate the staff. We must have total unity during this time, so any foreign staff members must also have their contract immediately terminated. I found out that Coach Tony is Irish, which would normally result in an instant termination, but he saved his job by showing me his birth certificate, which indicated he was, in fact, born in the homeland. Definitely nothing to do with his £500,000 compensation fee. Sadly, I could not find a loophole to not fire our sports scientist Ronan, so we did have to pay a 120k compensation fee for him to leave. Now it's time to take a look at the mastermind tactics that will blow the entire league away. I'm not saying we're going to win the league, but none of the teams are ready for what's to come. We have the classic 4-4-2, which will be frightening once we get the personnel to fill in all the spots. Then we have a more attacking option for when we are in trouble, which I suspect will not be often. And finally, we have the defensive variation, which will be used to secure the certain wins. I need to test these bad boys in friendlies first and adjust accordingly. Only then I can give you the details so you can use these flawless strategies in your own saves. To end the episode, here are some of the miscellaneous admin stuff I took care of on day one. Here's our first team squad once I replaced the deadwood with young British talent. Here's our mentoring groups led by the 4 pillars of this football club. Ben, Ashley, Jack and Joe know exactly what my purpose is, so I trust them to pass on my vision to the other players. And lastly, here's the training regime for the upcoming month. I can't lie, it might be a little bit heavy, but I'm sure that this schedule will yield the best results. Only the toughest men will survive at Burnley.